Today we'll be talking about 2012, a commentary by Wings of Redemption, narrated by Wings of Redemption. The question is, how big of grandeur should this be? Where do we start from? The beginning? The beginning would be too long. Let's just start right here. What is 2012? To accurately define 2012, you'd have to talk about the people that pretty much are writing the history books because of it. The number 2012, or the year 2012, was made popular by the Mayan culture. The Mayans were a group of indigenous people in Mesoamerica that ruled from 1800 BCE to 1697 in the middle part of the Americas, now known as present-day Mexico and Central America. They were brought down by the conquistadors, but they're most popular known for what they have as a long count calendar. The Mayans were pretty much the Egyptians of the American continents. They had a mathematics, they had astronomy, they had calendars, they even had a way of life and ceremonies just like the Egyptians. Hell, they even built temples like you see above. Let's go back to that for a minute. The long count calendar. Here it is right here. What is the long count calendar? Pretty much a stone statue of a vigesimal system. Well, what is that word, vigesimal? You might have never heard that before. Here's what it is by definition. A vigesimal system is basically a system pertaining to or based upon 20, or the 20th. For example, it would basically do every 20 days, every 20 months, or every 20 years, and you would basically put that with a letter of their alphabet. Sounds complex, but here's what it breaks down into layman's terms. You're probably saying to me right now, Wings, why do I give a flying fuck about some long count calendar? Well, the fact is this long count calendar ends on December 21st, 2012. Thus, the beginning of this video, 2012. They also did a blockbuster movie, as you can see right here, starring John Cusack, but that was a pile of shit. Well, what does this mean? 2012. Why is the end of the world going to happen? Well, it doesn't signify the end of the world. It doesn't really say anything there. I mean, to be perfectly honest, they could have ran out of room. I mean, like, the stone's only so big as 12 meters. I mean, you can run out of stone. I mean, maybe they did the calendar up to a point when they got time to rebuild the calendar. You know, they got took over by the conquistadors. That's one theory. What is the other theory? Aliens. Aliens, yes, aliens. And as stupid as it might seem, I'm actually leaning more towards this theory than anything else. Aliens are one of those things you gotta kind of look back and wonder, how the hell did this shit happen? To be perfectly honest. Think about it. What did I just talk about? A vigesimal system? A sun god? Big ass 22-ton fucking stone slabs that basically is gonna tell the future for the next 200 centuries? How does a place get so advanced so quickly and pretty much have no proof to how they did it? Doesn't matter. I mean, between the fucking sun flares, the motherfucking eclipses, the whole reign of everything that, you know, the fucking planets in alignment that happened this year, to going all the way back to the ice caps melting. None of it really matters. Hell, what if the fucking aliens that came up and tried to bust our ass in 2012? Would it matter that if we knew what was going to happen? No. I mean, there's pretty much nothing we could do if any of this shit would happen. Can we stop the sun from burning us up to a crisp? Probably not. Can we stop the polar ice caps from melting? Maybe. Can we stop aliens from coming and kicking our ass with high-end technology? No. I mean, stuff's going to happen that's going to happen. It's understandable to be afraid of things. But people have been asking me for a while, what's my opinion on 2012? And my opinion is, I don't give a fuck. Straight up, that's the answer. Because there's been a large number. I actually looked it up one point. How many times the end of the world prophecy has happened. But look here. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. I mean, I feel like us as humans will kill each other off way before the aliens will come with their battle cruisers and destroy us. Because look at this. This is us. This is everything. This is your bills. This is car. This is everything that matters to you in that one little space in that sunbeam. That's all the world is. It's a speck of dust among everything. Do I feel that there's a huge importance in the human race? Do I feel like we're any more than a fluke? No. But does that stop me from enjoying life? No, it doesn't. I enjoy life every day. Every day I wake up, I think, man, I'm happy where I'm at in life. And at the end of the day, that's all you should be afraid of. You shouldn't be concerned with aliens. You shouldn't be concerned with sun flares. The only time you should be concerned with these things is when it's your time to do something about them. There was words I've always lived by in my life, and those words are pretty much like this. Don't stress over something that you have no control of. And 2012 is one of the things that you have no control of. I would like to thank you for viewing my video, and if you could, please leave a rating. And I'll see you guys tonight on PKA. Hopefully, a lot of people took the time out and made a video for us. Peace. Hello guys, my name is Wings of Redemption, and I enjoy doing gameplay videos and putting them on the internet. My gameplay might not be for everybody, but it's what I do, and I'm playing it how I enjoy it. Well, today I want to talk about is aliens versus God. I did a video recently called 2012, The End of the World. And on that video I talk about how I talk about the Mayan culture in the 2012 and how I don't really care about it, to be perfectly honest. But on that video I talk about how aliens are more prevalent than God in my life. And some people thought it was questionable. Even some people felt the need to laugh in my face about it. So I just want to go ahead and kind of explain myself and let you decide for yourself. This is by no means pushing anything on you. If you believe in a deity, go ahead and keep believing in whatever deity you want to believe in, because it's your choice. That's one of the beautiful things about life, is you get to make choices. And all I can do is present you with information. And if you choose to change your way of thinking, or if you choose to, branch out and go into other directions, or if you choose to insult me, all of that is perfectly fine. So let's explain it here. This is the sun. It's a heat source. It gives us energy. Its energy is infinite. Well, infinite in the idea of the lifespan of a normal human. But we all can pretty much contest that the sun is a good thing. It by no means is even in question that we would be better off without the sun. But here's the thing about the sun. It's a star. That's exactly what it is. It's our star. That's why it's more personal than every other star, but it's really not that different from, say, Sirius. So we've concluded that our sun is nothing really that special. And if you look at this picture of Sirius, look at the background of it. You see all those little white dots in that black canopy? There's even a big blue dot. I'm going to give you one guess what all those dots are. They're suns. There is something like 200 to 400 billion stars in our galaxy alone, which our galaxy is the Milky Way. So you ask me, we have one planet out of 9, well 8 if you don't count Pluto, that can sustain life. That's on one star. And you might think, well, Wings, all those other stars are really close together. Well, they're kind of not. I mean, you can't really tell it nowadays, but if you go outside at night in like an area that does not have a lot of ambient light, there's more stars than you can count that you can see from Earth. And those stars are a lot farther apart than you seem to think. So, well, why haven't we found other planets? Well, we have found other planets on other stars. But the fact is, they're really far away and they're very hard to see, especially when you're dealing with light that's millions of years old. But let's conclude this. Like I said, one planet out of 8 that can sustain life on one star. If there's 400 billion stars in this galaxy, that's a lot of chances for life right there, just in this galaxy alone. But here's the kicker. There's over a billion galaxies. Seriously. I'm not even going to try to attempt to do the math on that. 400 billion times 1 billion. I mean, and that's just if there's only 1 billion galaxies. There could be hundreds of billions of galaxies. That number is astronomical. To sit here and think that we were made in some kind of deity's likeness, that we were a special design, that we were paved out in a golden street. To me, it would almost seem juvenile to seem that we have this greater purpose in life when really thousands of us die every day. Be it a car wreck, be it hunger, be it a disease. I mean, what is the couple things that the world worry about the most? Germs, bacteria. But you know why? Because that's the kind of shit that can wipe us off the face of the earth. That's why we worry about that kind of stuff. If life is so sacred, why would it be able to be ridden by one of the smallest lives on earth? Bacteria is one of the smallest forms of life on earth. Yet it can pretty much destroy the massive machine or the massive landwalker known as the human beings. This is why I believe in aliens. Even though I have no proof, even though I have speculation, even though there is nothing, I have something to base my faith on. I have more than, hearsay and passed down history from a creature that's been known to lie through most of its life. I have. It's basically making a hypothesis with serious possibility, with trillions of possible stars that could house a planet that could pretty much create its own form of life. Do you not think it could happen again? I mean, there's a thing called the Drake equation, and the Drake equation pretty much breaks down what the chance of life is in any kind of set system. And do you think that an alien would evolve any different than us? We obviously came from the muck. We obviously, grew up. We obviously evolved into what we are today. Our brains enlarged and stuff. And we evolved to our atmosphere. I mean, there's people that can live in Alaska. There's people that can live in, Texas. There's people that can live near volcanoes. There's people that can live in almost every facet of life. So what's to say another culture couldn't, rise out from the mud on a planet somewhere far away and be just like us? Even though they might not have visited us. Maybe we're the people that has to go visit them. Maybe we're the flying saucers. Who knows? Or maybe the reason the Mayans and the Egyptians were picked up and had this huge jump in technology from sitting in a cave eating a banana, from building pyramids, maybe, mathematics was, a deity or a god or a thing's gift to us. Look at it on another scale. Let's look at it from an ant's perspective. I'm talking about the standard worker ant you'll find in your front yard. We're these mammoth giants, these Nephilims that lumber across the skies. If ants had self-awareness, well, who says they don't? Well, they obviously protect the queen and stuff. Do you think the ants fear us? Or do you think some ants have never even seen us? If you were in that ant's position with your mind state today and you seen giants walking across the skies, would you not consider them gods of some sort? Maybe. But that's not for me to decide. But that's the reason I believe in aliens, and that's why I take offense when somebody laughs at it. Because aliens, in my book, are more credible than someone walking on water. But that's my opinion. It's been your boy Wings of Redemption, and I thank you for watching my video. If you could, please leave a rating. It always helps out, and I hope you guys have a wonderful evening.